Good afternoon.
I'm a questions for engineering. So the first one, is there a framework for farmers to generate their own energy? Apparently, I'm hearing it's illegal to generate energy apart from solar, which we know people can do. Framework for farmers to generate their, and then two, on land, it's for mechanization when we have huge tracts of land. And for engineers or farmers not to allow this small of Arab land. For example, we've been hearing cases in Kiambu. We are accusing them that they have turned Arab land into real estate. Thank you.
Another set of questions, if there is. If there's none. Say your name and who you're directing your question to.
Yeah, my name is Clement Kiprotich Kiptum from University of Eldoret. Mine is to Engineer Kanui. He talked about self-employment. Self-employment, I thought it starts from practice. And somebody needs to practice before now you can get self-employment. That is related to what the book we've been reading, The Poor Dad, Rich Dad. There was a boy who was given an experience first. So when you get angry and you get hunger for more, then that is what is needed to be taught. So maybe as you meet the presidents and the rest, there's need to teach maybe youth, sell the idea that we need to make our people to hunger more, to want more, not to be kind of telling them go and get self-employed while they don't have enough experience. Thank you very much.
Last one.
Thank you. My name is Charles, again from the Jeep program. I wanted to address this to the speaker who spoke about the Air EV. And so I heard that you had approached numerical, and so there was a bit of a slow process with regards to coming up with the electric vehicles. And I was just wondering if it was possible to not only have one company doing those vehicles, but also, like, I guess even if it's a slow process with numerical, if there was a way that they could get a chunk of it so that we could promote the whole idea of Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, so that not all of it goes to foreigners. So I was just wondering whether there was also that idea.
Thank you. Engineer Mamzale, can you take the first question? The last question I think is directed to you.
Go first? Yeah.
Please.
I think, that's why I was throwing the challenge. The Joy, who is a statistician, is the one, who came up with the concept of the EV Air Yetu. Now, she tried several places. And the numerical control machinery complex, is a government entity. It has its own bureaucracy. What we are saying is that, we as engineers, we should take lead. And we should explore various options that are available. Because that is the challenge that, that I'm throwing. Is it possible for us to do that? She is, that model that, the president came in, was made in China. But the particular vehicle is going to be manufactured in collaboration and in partnership with the Kenya vehicle manufacturers in Thika. So that concept is still wide and open, and is for your take. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and sorry for keeping you over your lunch hour. And the other issue on numerical method, we tried to engage them also on coming up with spare parts for some machinery. It wasn't possible. I don't know whether it's the technology, So these are things we need to look at, and not really defend. Look at the actual situation and see how we can move forward. There is a lot, I've engaged even fellows in Juakali. They are not able to make things there because of the efficiency. So those are things we need to look at. Back to my issue, the framework for generating the electricity. I think that one is there. The framework is there, but they say there is a level you have got to that is being handled by Minister of Energy. But I think the framework is there because the only thing is that there are some licenses that you need to come up with. So you can just go to the website and be able to see how you can be a contributor and how you can be able to generate your energy and even sell to the grid. That option is there. Land fragmentation is an issue. Every Kenyan, when you grow, when you want one piece of land, is an issue. We went to work with land, the Minister of Land, and we said there should not be titles up to this level. It was 1 acre. But in people like where I come from, they don't need titles. When you go to have an acre, you need to somewhere to build your home. So what we are saying, we are saying that are we able to get it out of that fragmented land? You can never live for 100 years. So if we tap on your grandchildren, bring them to this house that we'll be building, it is easier to make that land available. And there is no other way. It is very difficult. There is a law in Kenya for riparian land. Farmers go up to the end, and they can kill you there when you are telling them this is government land. That's how we are. Professor talks about using force. Rwanda, they are doing it through force. It's a government decree. When the government says you move, and they are able to bring all the land together. It's an issue. We have an issue in Kiambu where a lot of coffee factories, that land that is fertile, is going to plots. But now, if I can make more money in the plots, and it's my land, then who are you to tell me not to sell? That's the issue we have. In fact, we had a meeting with them. We told them, we are making this from the plot, and I'm able to go and build a flat. I will never make it from coffee. So the issue is that we are trying to, how do we make this coffee, these the value chains comfortable? But we are sure that land in Kiambu will continue going. But can we do something elsewhere? Wherever we do. So it's a problem, it's a general problem for us, and we are trying to work on it, and we are looking for what methods are possible. How do we stop land fragmentation? I come from Mukambani where with a lot of ranches. They have been subdivided, very small people there, they are not doing anything. We could sell cows, now we cannot sell. That's the way. So we are, what model can suit these people? Can we put them in a village and then let them do grazing together, plant coffee together, or something like that? That's the model of the thinking of affordable housing, where we are thinking the world level will be able to be it's a boot center. A world can focus on the value chain in that world. Then you can bring the banking sector and all these other things. Self-employment, I know it's a very hot point, especially for fellows who come from for young graduates. But the reality is that we are not generating as many jobs as the number of people that are coming out. And so there are options. The engineers are getting from EBK, they are with us for 3 years. We take 3 months to train a farmer to produce maize or to produce milk, package and sell. And you are the person training. So I've been challenging them. If you are able to graduate a farmer is able to sell their own maize, their own meal, their own value add, because there are many products. Why can't you also put yourself other than getting out and you got frustrated? And many are picking, maybe many are picking that idea. You go to bank, negotiate with a good proposal, they are financing, we have guaranteed so many, we have supported enemy to AFC, so what you need to do is it's an option. If you can get a job and continue this, is an option. But I want to tell you that you are wait for me to retire so that we can come up, or someone to die so that we can come, because there are no jobs that are coming on board. But private sector is growing. That's the avenue to go. And I'm seeing, because I've seen fellows in other, I have 2 fellows who one is in fruit production, the other one is actually a medical doctor. They are doing one is doing macadamia, he's very well, he's very okay. I even wonder why I not join, but I cannot make mistakes because I'm too old. But you young people, you have the energy. You can make mistakes and correct yourself. So stop tying yourself as you look for jobs to be employed. Look for a startup, a a side hustle. Because when you get employed, this guy will tell you that the side hustle will also help you. The salary is not enough. So I'm just encouraging that. There are many other avenues out there that you can be able to do. I think that's
That's all.
That's all, yeah.
Let me just mention something. There was someone who mentioned something like it is illegal to produce your own power. There was a question, I think there was someone who mentioned that. It's not true. It's not true. The only solar power in your homes and all that, it's actually available for you and it's free for you. The only thing that you know, when you are talking about feed-in tariff, that you want to take that power and put it to the national grid, then you have to go through processes. That's all.
Thank you very much. Can we have a round of applause for our presenters? A better one.